I'm in Joker. Wait.
And were created into tiny bean plants. Some of our seeds did not germinate. And like I try to explain, that germination of the seeds, it really depends on how you planted them, where you planted them, and the moon also plays a significant part in the success of your crops, right?
When I heard of Ashley starting the Kupa'a Academy, it just felt like the right thing. It felt like God had provided Ashley a way to reach children in their childhood and honor their innocence. And I'm just glad that we chose to make this commitment to the school, and everything that they're doing here is just wonderful. The children get to breathe free without mandates. They get to socialize with other children. The parents and the community is well involved. And I just feel like it's a strong opportunity for all of our community, and I hope that it just spreads.
Mindful, right? We have to malama even the insects in our garden because they're all always beneficial.
Let me see.
Hey. Take a deep breath. Everybody relax. Remember, we need to do our best to not disturb the insects in the garden. They serve a role in our garden, right?
I found a baby cucumber.
Right?
What? Can I hold him now? 1 meter.
1 meter? So how much growth do we have on our cucumber?
This cucumber is exactly 4 inches.
Did you guys measure the other cucumber? Did you guys see what happened to the other baby cucumber we pollinated the other day? My love, remember what I keep telling you?
All the way down to
look how much it's grown since.
2 inches.
Did you make a measurement? We are currently on the moon phase Muku, which is the new moon phase of the lunar month for the Hawaiian culture.
Now, I just wanted to add in, you were talking about keeping a muzzle on these face mask on these kids from 7:30 in the morning till what time did it pop?
About 1:30ish, 2 o'clock.
Children need just as much oxygen as an adult would need. So you think about how much energy they have, how much extra breathing they have to do, how much oxygen needs to go to your hippocampus so that your brain can function properly. There is so much studies being done right now, and the results are that these kids are actually losing brain cells.
So I have been noticing, you know, just the transition for a lot of the students. So we have a mix coming in. We have students coming from homeschool pods of their own, and quite a bunch coming from the DOE. And it's been rough, to say the least, as far as, you know, what the DOE was really doing with that whole mask mandate. You know, I can see when students are in class, just, you know, the whole basic things of following directions, you know, interacting with other students and other friends. You know, I can really see what the DOE put emphasis on, meaning basically their procedures and keeping each other safe. Because coming in, kids are like relearning again how to be in groups with students, learning how to be without a mask, being able to talk with their friends again. So I do see a big change in that. Again, I was only in the DOE for about a month for this new school year before I left. So I only hear what's going on, and I try to separate that from, you know, what I'm doing. But, you know, I think the whole mask, no mask, the kids are so grateful every day. That's what they tell me. I'm so glad we don't get to wear a mask. We can breathe again. We can see each other. We can see everybody smiling. We can talk to our friends, and we don't have to stay 6 feet away from them. We can sit next to somebody. We don't have to stay at our desks all day. We can sit on the ground, and we can get up and go somewhere else. So I can see the difference, you know, and again, we're just going into a month of having all the students here, and I know that it's going to get better as we progress through this school year.
You can put it in our compost. Say mahalo garden.
Mahalo garden. I'm gonna put him back.
Hey, if we picked it, let's put him in.
Bro, this is the best thing I've seen, cuz they just planted like 4 beanstalk pots and some watercress. They're teaching right now. This is like actual sustainable education that is necessary, especially in the world that we face here right now with the shipping issues about to be a thing. By the way, prep if you never yet. Look at People don't even know how to do this as an adult. These kids is learning this. This is very promising.
Finish up your final sentence. And then you're going to come and join us down at the carpet. Couple reminders for Socratic seminars. What are some things and some tips that we can share with each other to keep us accountable? Kingston.
So I've seen such a great improvement since my daughter has come to Kupa'a. She's been really thriving and just really happy and able to breathe. It's felt safe for our family. And, you know, everybody comes to school with feeling 100% and good. And yeah, it's, you know, she's been able to just be a kid and have a really great learning environment and build core friendships. I've already seen just so much blossoming already here. It's such a great school and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Another similarity is Dr. King is fighting for civil rights, meaning fighting for what's best for the people, and that's sort of happening now, right? Who do you think is fighting for civil rights and are our rights, basically? You are.
So I was really unsatisfied with my daughter having to go to school with a mask like all day long, you know, picking her up from school. She's outside in hot 95-degree weather with a mask on, and I pick her up and I find out she hasn't taken that many mask breaks in the day. And you know, it's just disheartening that she can't just run around and play outside, even being spaced out in an open field. You know, it's been pretty hard. And also to see she'd have like lines behind her ears and veins coming out from behind her ears from having the mask on for 8 to 9 hours. And working from the morning into the later afternoon, it was really hard to be able to like go to work and think, okay, my daughter has to be in this mask all day long. And for children, it's hard to ask, you know, if they need a break. And there's been times where she did ask for a break and it would just be a short break. And so I feel like this is doing a lot of negative psychological imprinting on our youth, being able to ask for what they need, if they need a water break or a mask break, and their health is dependent on whatever the teacher, that specific teacher offers. That teacher may say, oh, you can take a break by sipping water from your straw, or you can walk outside of the classroom and breathe and then come back. And so I think it's doing a lot of subconscious trauma, and we don't know the kinds of effects that it will have you know, as they get to be older, and also you know, not being able to take full breaths.
Okay, so let's take a look at our question for discussion. What similarities do you notice about the time period Dr. King lived in and the time period that we are living in today? And it's conversation, right? Because you guys can talk. You guys love to talk.
Right now, we're fighting for our rights to take away a mask and stuff. I agree with you both because Martin Luther King was being discriminated because they were black, and we're being discriminated because of taking the vaccine or wearing a mask for the mandates. What we believe in and how people see us, how we see the sickness, COVID-19 right now. To be vaccinated, to go into restaurants and stuff, and vaccinated people are getting more things than unvaccinated.
When I told my friend I wasn't vaccinated, she kind of stopped talking to me. I was like, okay. And then she didn't, I barely knew her, and she just didn't even talk to me just because I wasn't vaccinated. So
we are fighting for our rights to not wear masks, and we could stay together like this school and not be in our old schools to wear masks, and we can't help each other in our old schools, but we can in this school.
Well, free because I can wear I don't need to wear a mask, and I can breathe perfectly, no mask, no nothing.
In Martin Luther King's time, they were judged by their skin, and now in our time we're judged by what we believe or if we're vaccinated.
Your similarities and your comparisons were pretty awesome, you guys. Segregation was the word that I heard, and I think that was you, right? Can you explain a little bit about what segregation is, based on what you know?